Hello and welcome back. This is part of the Checkpoint configuration series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the SmartConsole. SmartConsole is the Windows application that we use to manage the firewall, security policies, objectives. It is one place where you manage everything. So you have to download it from Checkpoint website and then run and install it on your computer. It might need some libraries. So download those. It might ask you also to reboot your PC or laptop. So just make sure when you're doing that, you're ready for a reboot. You can choose not to reboot, but just in case that is a situation, then be ready for it. So the file is extracted and now the installation is right here. So we accept the license agreement and then install. You can change the location if you want to. So this one will continue, and I want you to see the steps it takes so you can understand what you have to do. And if you have any issues or you hit any error, then there's a troubleshooting SK security knowledge base from Checkpoint website where you can refer to and check. Okay, that took a little while, and now we're going to finalize, finish, then it loads the machine, the SmartConsole. The username we created was SOCadmin, and the password. Then, and here you have options. If you have a server or a cloud, the management service is hosted by Checkpoint, for example, then you can use that, and then you have a token, or just a server. And if you have a list, it will appear here. But the one we created was 10.1.1.100, and if you want to train and you don't want to change anything, maybe somebody who's new, you want to let them see what's configured, you can create read-only, or maybe somebody doing auditing, you can give them a read-only access. Of course, the user you give will be different, but sometimes you just want to see the changes or anything that has been done, and you don't want to risk your admin account going through logging in and then seeing some changes, but use that one when you want to. Demo mode, it teaches you a lot, so you can read that one as well, but let's log in. It's been a while since the machine was on. The services are all up, and otherwise when you try to log in first time, if the services are not up, then this will fail. You have to wait until those services come up. So we wait until this connection completes. Okay, so it says the first connection to the server, this IP, it is a fingerprint where you can check from the command line or the web UI and compare if they're the same. We were already logged on to the management server, and I can show you where you check that. Please remember the two users are different. This is admin, Gaia admin, and the one we use for SmartConsole, it's a SmartConsole user. That's different. And here, let's minimize, and then let's go to the system access. It is certificate authority. Certificate authority is established Checkpoint mylab.local, and here see fault bar. These are random words. If you compare fault bar mana, fault bar mana town, then they match. Just grab and see the comparison here. They're the same. So you can verify that fingerprint and then proceed if you're happy with it. Let's minimize this page and then wait for SmartConsole to complete. This is taking too long. You can check the command line of the management server, and if it takes too long, and then make sure the services are really up. So management server over here, you can log in. One you can do is actually CPU view, and then that gives you the CPU utilization, and you see it getting really high, 94. This is okay. I think we can log in. It's very high now. Let's cancel that and let's exit the command line, then go back to our SmartConsole and check if it actually loaded. Yes, it did. So here we are. The Smart Console, when it loads, there's one page that actually shows you as information. You can hide this one, or if you what's new, it explains what's in there. It's good to go through and learn from it. But the Smart Console window is actually here. So in separate videos, we will go through how to create objects, how to create policy, how to add firewalls and all this. But for now, we completed the management server access. This is the management server. Okay, so successfully updated. So let's relaunch. That's an older version I had, and it's detecting the new one. So the computer I am using is connecting to the internet, and SmartConsole is able to access the updates. So when that loads, what we have is a management server access where we can push policies. But the first thing I would like to do is to download the hotfixes. I want this machine, the management server, to have internet access. As we said, it's coming from 10.1 subnet, and that subnet is going to my broadband router, which doesn't understand the 10 dot something. It only understands 192. So the quickest way to do is add the firewall here. And if I want to add the firewall, when I add the firewall, then I will create security policy, and that policy I can push it to the firewall. And as part of that firewall configuration, I can say any device coming from the internal network, allow their access to the internet. When we do that, then the management server can download its hotfixes. So let's stop in this session here, and then in other videos we will continue the configurations of the management server, its hotfixes, and maybe one initial policy. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.